How I Died Part 2. So, if you didn't know, a while ago I posted a video that said how I died. And yeah, that's just how I died, but my whole family almost died. Like, except my mom and my sister, but okay. So, when this happened, I was playing Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 because my dad had just bought it for me. I was trying to beat it. And then I smelled like a burnt hot dog. I thought my dad was cooking, but he just wasn't, so I didn't know what to expect. And then I smelled it even more and more and even more. But then I actually decided to check. In the living room, my little brother was sitting in the couch with smoke all around him. So I didn't know what happened, so I just called my dad and was like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" We were moving all the couches around to see where the source was coming from. So then the fire alarm started going off, and bro, that was so scary. So my dad put a shirt on, put his shoes on, and I also did that. Me and my brother and my little brother, he didn't have time because he took like 4 hours doing that. So then we evacuated. We went down there, and we were knocking on the first floor, and he didn't respond. No one answered. So we were like, "Oh my god!" So we opened the door and got out of there as soon as we could. And then a car pulled up, and it was the owners of the first floor, and we were like, our dad was like, "Is there anyone in there?" And he was like, "Yes." And then he went and opened it, and the kids and it's ruined it. I think it was his dad too, cause like they were just right there. I don't know why they were there, but okay, alone. And so then, like, they all came out. Everyone was out there, smoke flying out of the door. And then I don't know what, but the third floor was just not coming down. I didn't even know anyone lived there, so I was just like, okay. And then two guys came running down the stairs, like, oh my god, bro, they could have just passed out or something. I think they were drunk or something. Yeah. Then someone said you were gonna call 911, and I was like, "Dad, call 911." He was like, "Okay." And then I said it to him again, but the other guys never called 911, so I had to do it myself. Like, oh my god. And then they finally answered, and they were like, "What's your problem? My house is burning down." And like, I don't know what happened. There's smoke flying out. And then my dad told me that the fire had stopped because they put it out. So like, the fire has stopped, but I don't know where it's coming from. Maybe a heater. Like, what's your address? I'm not gonna say it because you weirdos. And then they finally came, but they called me ma'am. I'm not a ma'am, bro. Okay. And then they finally came like 2 minutes later. But then before they came, my mom ended up coming, and they're like, "What happened? What happened?" And I was like, "I don't know what to tell you. Like, the house is burning down." And I was like, go to my dad for no more answers. I don't know why I did that. And so then she told me, and we got in the car because we had no jacket. I was in complete shorts, and I wasn't wearing a long sleeve shirt. Like, oh my god, bro. I was so cool, and I entered I entered the car with my other brother and my little brother, and we were just there. And then as soon as we got in there, the fire truck started coming in. We were checking it. There was smoke coming out the door. There was smoke coming out the windows because they opened them. Like, bro, oh my god. And we were there for like 15 minutes, not even noticing this. We could have just died. And yeah, when we were upstairs and I told my dad, I grabbed my little brother's plate and started like throwing it around so all the smoke, and he turned on the fan so it would start going. I'm like, bro, we just evacuated. But then, like, when the fire, they were like doing some stuff. They were just doing random stuff. And they were entering and they were opening all the windows. And apparently the fire has started in a cabinet. And it went all the way up to our heaters or something. And then they started like burning, and then all the smoke was coming out, and they told us that, and you were like, okay. And then my mom went to see all that, and I think when I was getting ready for school, out there, and I saw it right there. It literally smelled so bad. Like, I don't know why it smelled like that. Of course, it was burned. I didn't know what to expect, but yeah, this was like an extremely scary experience for me. Because, like, I always prayed to God that would never happen, but eventually it did. But our house didn't burn down. We're still safe. It still smells burnt. And, like, when we went here, they said it was safe. So it still smells burnt. And he, like, broke some stuff, too. And when we went to sleep, I was too scared to go. Honestly, because I didn't feel like good that just happened. I felt like it was gonna happen again, but nope, it still hasn't happened again, and I'm grateful for that. So yep, that's how I died. Again. Like, bro, what's next? I almost got hit by a car? No, that has happened, but it was just a short story. It's gonna be like I got hit by a car, and then boom, bop, bada bing, bop. Yep. My house almost burned down and I almost died. And, like, when my mom went to see what was happening, she brought a Jackie back. And in the car, bro, her car smells burnt because we were in there. And then our jackets got the scent too, so yep. Peace out. That's how I almost died. Part 2.